So I said, yo tengo hambre, no tengo hombre. This is a good one. So what'd you do last night?
I actually had a crazy night. No, like a really crazy night.
Tell me.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, yes.
So it all started at work, right? Just a regular Friday afternoon. I'm finishing up, and my coworker, Emilio, this really annoying guy, he's like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, I don't know why. He's like, I'm having this crazy party, bro. You gotta come. You gotta come. I'm like, oh, cool. And, I don't really trust Emilio. He's kind of a weird, kind of sketchy dude. I was like, yeah, I'll try to come, man. And he's like, trust me, bro. It's gonna be epic. And he takes out a piece of paper and a pen. He writes down his address. He gives it to me. It's Friday night. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I hit my buddy Dan. And he picks up. And I'm like, yo. And he's like, yo. And I'm like, you trying to go out? And he's like, nah. And I'm like, why? And he's like, because I'm wearing sweatpants. And, I just started watching a movie. I don't really feel like it. And I'm like, oh, what movie? He's like, Terminator 2. So I tried calling my friend Mac. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo. And I'm like, you trying to go out tonight? He's like, nah. And I'm like, why not? And he's like, I just started reading this book and, I'm really into it. And I'm like, what book? And he's like, FIFA 2018. So then I tried calling my friend Spencer. I'm like, yo. He's like, yo. I'm like, you trying to go out? And he's like, nah. And I'm like, why not? And he's like, I'm on a date right now. And I'm like, oh, really? What's her name? And he's like, Wendy. So here I am on a Friday night, and that's when I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to Emilio's party. So I get dressed, put my shoes on, and I take an Uber to Emilio's house. Emilio answers the door, and he's like, bro, you came! Oh my God, I'm so happy. Come in, come in. So I walk in, and this party was surprisingly kind of popping. So Emilio starts introducing me to a bunch of people. He's like, oh, that's my brother Javier. That's my cousin Julio. That's my uncle Pedro. Oh, that's my sister Maria. And they all really look like Emilio. Fast forward a few hours, and I'm having a drink, and I notice this beautiful girl across the room. Like, gorgeous. This girl's like so hot. And she's staring at me, like actually staring at me. Like it was something out of a music video or something, right? And so she comes over, and she's like, truth or dare? I'm like, what? She's like, truth or dare? Whatever. The night's so weird so far that I just go with it. I'm like, truth. She's like, what are you, a little I'm like, oh, damn, okay, dare. She's like, I dare you to kiss me in front of all these people. I was like, excuse me? She was like, you heard me. So at that point, man, like, I don't really believe anything that's going on anymore. Like, this whole night so far is like a movie, so I'm like, screw it. And I go in and I kiss her. And dude, it was magical. Like, something straight out of a scene, like a Baz Luhrmann movie. It's just magical. And out of nowhere, this big ass dude comes over and he grabs me by the shirt. He's like, yo, what the hell, bro? What the hell are you doing with my girl? And I'm like, I don't even know. Boom, my hit hits the ground immediately. Fast forward 30, 45 minutes. So I feel a little slap in my face. It's Emilio. Yo. You alive, dude? I can't have another white guy die in my house. I'm like, what? What happened? He's like, dude, you got punched real bad, bro, like Floyd Mayweather. And you were McGregor. I don't even remember what happened. He's like, yo, you gotta get out of my house, dude. You're freaking everybody out. I get the hell out of there, order an Uber. So I see this crappy bar on the corner. I tell the Uber, here, just drop me off here. So it's a cool vibe, there's a live musician playing, there's a guy singing, just like, I'm a white guy singing at a bar with my guitar, and he's playing some cool guitar stuff. It's like, you little nigga, dance. It sounds kind of cool, whatever. The vibe is good, I'm feeling positive, and guess who I see across the bar? The same girl, the truth or dare girl. She's talking to some loser with a turtleneck. Anyway, that guy stops talking to her, goes to the bathroom, and I'm like, yo, what the hell is that? She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's my ex-boyfriend. He's crazy. He's a stalker. He's super jealous. I'm sorry. I'm like, I got punched in the face. Sorry, but I got something else in my mind right now. I'm like, what? And she's like, this weird guy with the turtleneck won't leave me alone. I'm like, listen, you just embarrassed me in front of my friend. You just got me into trouble. I got punched in the face. I feel super disrespected right now. And she's like, what if we just leave right now, you and me, to my apartment? And I was like, okay, sounds good. Fast forward, we're at her apartment. Super cute apartment. She pours a glass of wine for me, pours a glass of wine for her. She sits down, I sit down. Cheers, cheers, clink. She takes a sip, I take a sip. It's super romantic. Things are finally looking up, and we're about to go in for a kiss. We're getting closer, 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 closer. Zzz. My phone rings in my pocket. It says, Mom. I decline. Go back for the kiss. Zzz. It's my mom again. Decline. Go back for the kiss. Zzz. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Give me 1 second, please, if you don't mind. She's like, okay. Go to the next room. Pick up the call. What, Mom? My mom's like, Rudy, where's the remote control? I'm like, what? She's like, where's the remote control for the TV? I'm trying to watch my telenovela. I'm like, Mom, how am I supposed to, I don't even live with you anymore. She's like, no, you always know where the remote control is. Come on, where is it? I'm like, I don't know, is it in the cabinet? She's like, no, I checked the cabinet. I'm like, did you look under the desk in the TV room? She's like, I looked under the desk. I was like, what about the pillows? Under the pillows of the sofa. She's like, oh, it could be it could be there. Give me 1 second. Hold on the line. I was like, no, Mom. She comes back. You are right, Rudy. It's under the sofa. I was like, okay, great. Can I go now? She's like, oh, did you eat something today? I was like, yeah, of course I ate today, Mom. She's like, no, are you sure you ate something today? I was like, Mom, I ate. I gotta go. Bye. I hang up. I'm making my way back to the room. Zzz, another call. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's my dad. I pick up. What, Dad? Rudy. I'm like, yeah, what, Dad? Rudy. Yes, Dad, what? Rudy. Dad, what do you want? Why'd you tell your mom where the remote control was? I'm like, what? He's like, why'd you tell your mom? She wants to watch this stupid telenovela. I'm trying to watch soccer. Why'd you tell her? I was like, Dad, what do you mean? It's my mom. I thought we had a deal, Rudy. You don't tell your mom these things. Like, Dad, this is not important right now. I got a date in the other room. Rudy. What, Dad? Is she hot? I hang up. I go back to the room. Hey, I'm sorry, my parents are kind of crazy. She was like, no worries, I know what it's like. She says, cheers. I say, cheers. Clink. I take a sip. She takes a sip. I go in for a kiss. Closer, closer, closer. Doo-doo-doo. We hear knocking on the door. I'm like, what the hell is that? She's like, I don't know. Doo-doo-doo. You gotta get out of here. I'm like, what? Get out of here? What do you mean? She's like, look, I'm sorry, I really like you, but it's my ex-boyfriend again. He's gonna beat the shit out of you. I was like, well, where do I go? She's like, follow me. Open the window, and I'm like squeezing my way out, and I'm halfway in, halfway out, and I turn over to her, and I'm like, will I ever see you again? And she's like, if we're meant to see each other again, we'll see each other again. I'm like, what the hell is this, Romeo and Juliet? I'm just trying to get your name or something. She's like, get out of here, he's coming. So I leave.
Whoa.
Yeah,
no,
dude.
this is really
crazy.
No, this is weird. I had a similar night, only mine was a lot better. Check this out. So I buy this new turtleneck, and you know, turtlenecks are kind of coming back, but not really, but I want to make them come back. You know, I'm ready to go out. I'm looking in the mirror like, yeah, baby, you could get any girl you want. Wink, wink. We go to this shitty bar. I mean, it is so tacky. And I knew this bar sucked because I see this corny white dude in the corner trying to play music, and he had no rhythm at all. You know, he's one of those guys like, I'm so white, I'm a struggling musician, and I'm never gonna make it. I'm a loser. Like one of those guys, right? And dude, I see this chick. I'm not even lying to you, dude. She's the hottest girl I've seen in 6.5 months. I don't know what she was made out of, and I don't want to sound racist, but I think she was Filipino, Thai, Black, Russian, and Sicilian. I'm just feeling so confident in my turtleneck. I roll right up, and as I'm going up, I pass the bartender. I'm like, hey, bartender, give me a beer. He slides the beer. I catch it perfectly, take a sip. It looked like a beer commercial. It was perfect. And I look at her and I go, hey, baby, where you from? She says, who wants to know? I said, me. I just asked you where you're from. Oh, I like a guy with a sense of humor. Huh? Let's play truth or dare. Dare. I dare you to buy me a drink, cowboy. Well, maybe she didn't say cowboy, but I had free drink tickets. I know one of the promoters. His name's Kyle. He's always like, hey, listen, man, if you end up coming in here, you don't always get free drink tickets. I go, dude, I dated your sister for 3 months. That's not my problem. Yeah, and you never called her back. He's one of those guys. So I say, okay, I'll buy you a drink, but first I gotta take a shit. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm just handling my business. I had Mexican food for lunch. I ate one too many quesadillas, but I finished my business, and I go outside, and she's gone. She's gone, dude, and she was so fine. And as I'm standing there, I see an ID on the floor. It's her ID, dude. She's 21 years old, so she's a little old for me, but I have her address. Why don't I just go to her house and save the day? So I take an Uber over to her crib, right? I knock on the door, she opens it up, and I hold up her ID. She's like, oh my God, you're my favorite. And she lets me in, offers me a glass. Would you like a cup of water? The way I heard it was, would you like to come to bed with me and make love for 7 hours? So anyway, she gives me a cup of water, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh shit. I'm just picturing a big buff husband or something. She goes, you gotta get out of here. It's too long to explain. Just trust me, you gotta leave. And as I'm about to be out the window, I look back at her and I go, never gonna see you again? And she says, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. And I say, well, I know where you live now, so it's gonna happen. And I got the hell out of there.
Are you kidding me?
No, dude, I'm
It's the
serious.
same. It has to be the same girl.
It has to be the same girl.
Black hair.
Black dress, very exotic.
Long hair.
Truth or dare. No
Dude.
way.
That's crazy.
Busy girl.
What are the odds?
I hope I don't run into her crazy boyfriend. Oh, shit.